everyone, my name's Chrissy and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So for today's video we are going to be testing out some e.l.f. products, some of them new, some of them not so new, but they're all new to me. We are going to be testing out the Poreless Putty Primer, the original. We're going to be testing out the new e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. We are going to be testing out this Velvet Touch eyeshadow, and we are also going to be testing out the new hydrating camo concealer. That's the hydrating one. So if you want to hear my thoughts on these products, then just go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I already did my brows. The first thing I'm going to try is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and I got the cream shade. They have a bunch of different shades, but I decided to get the cream one because I felt like it was more similar to my skin tone, just maybe like a little lighter, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted something that could give me a little coverage to my eyes because I have veins on my eyes, so I mean on my eyelids. But yeah, so this is what it looks like right here. So yeah, I'm gonna probably just dip my finger into it and apply it, or do I want to use a brush? I think I'm gonna use a brush actually. Yeah, just taking this like flat top eye brush right here, just digging into it. Now I've heard that this eye primer is kind of like a dupe for the MAC paint pots, like the Painterly and Soft Ochre ones, so I will see. I haven't used those in a long time. I mostly just use concealer to prime my eyes, so let's see. Okay, this is a lot lighter than I thought it would be, but still pretty good, not too light. Yeah, I definitely get the same type of consistency as I did with using the paint pots, so definitely the same consistency as the MAC paint pots, I would say. To be honest, I don't love them because they are a little more drying, but I don't feel like they're terribly dry. I think if you like the MAC paint pots and you want to dupe because you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is great. So yeah, I think that it's good. Let me prime the other eye. And yes, I got eyelash extensions, if you haven't noticed. I love them so much. If you are in San Diego and you are looking for a great lash artist, my friend Adriana is amazing. I will put her Instagram page for her lashes in the description bar. She's awesome. And she's a mobile lash artist, so she goes to you, which is great. Okay, now that I look at this up close, I feel like my eyelids look pretty dry. So I'm not loving that. But I gotta admit, the paint pot kind of did the same to me after a while. My eyelids would kind of look dry. But yeah, I have pretty like kind of dry eyelids and dry under eyes, so if you experience the same thing as me, maybe you want to stay away from this and just stick to concealer, which is what I usually do, or just make sure your eyelids are very moisturized before using this, but no matter. So when I was online making my purchases at e.l.f. for all these products, they had this deal that was like spend $25 and get a free eyeshadow palette. So I got to pick between two. One of them was like the basic like nude matte one that they sell. I forgot what it's called exactly. And then they also had this Velvet Touch eyeshadow palette, and I was pretty intrigued by it. This is what it looks like right here. And it is called Island Breeze. This is the name of the palette. They have that like same texture that the ColourPop Super Shock shadows have. I'm trying to think like what I could do with this. Like what look do I want to do with this? Maybe I might use some other eyeshadows as well as this palette. I definitely feel like I need a transition shade. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna swatch these shadows and then we'll see how they look, and then I can decide what colors I want to wear. Okay. Oh yeah, they're very soft. So let's see how they swatch. They're super duper creamy. I feel like they're even creamier than the Super Shock shadows. So these are a mix of shimmer and satin shades. So yeah, here are the shades. Let me see. The only shade that kind of really I'm not crazy about is like this pink shade right here. I don't feel like that's really showing up as much, and kind of, I don't know, just looks a little weird to me. I'm going to use this Morphe E27 brush, and I'm going to take, let me see, I'm going to take this shade in the corner and put it in the crease. Let's see how that works. Oh my god, these shadows are really weird. like this is like, oh my god, I can't even describe it. It's just like these aren't, I don't know. Gosh, this is so weird. Okay, let's see how it looks on the eyes, if it can. It's okay. These shadows are weirding me out though. It's like these, you know what these feel like? Dough, like pizza dough. Like, and it's picking up like pizza dough. I don't know. It's just like the more I'm moving it in the brush, and like it's kind of like shifting around, you know? So these are, yeah, it's making me think of like pizza dough. Okay, this isn't so bad. I actually kind of, I don't know if I like, I'm like, wow, I love this, but it's nice. Like, it's growing on me. The more you kind of like build it up. Would I recommend this palette though? I don't really think so. But I mean, like I said, I didn't buy this with my own money. I got this for free, so yeah. I don't know if I would really recommend this, to be honest. It's so weird. I just keep looking at it and how it looks when after I stick the brush in. There it is right here. Let me see if I can focus. It just looks so weird. I don't know. Whenever I use Super Shock shadows though, I always use my finger. I never really use a brush. So I don't know, do Super Shock shadows like really do that when you use a brush? I don't really think so though. I could be tripping. And it's not, I'm not having the most seamless blend, and I don't know if it's because I didn't set my eyeshadow primer, because I usually do, or if it's the shadows themselves, but not the most seamless blend. You definitely have to work with these shadows. Like, I feel like these shadows would look like, this would look better if I just like placed it all over the lid and then called it a day, you know? You know what? I think I'm gonna go with like this kind of champagne shade and put that instead of the bolder colors. They are really pretty, but I'm kind of just not feeling a really bold lid. I've been loving just kind of like doing soft glam looks, and I know like everybody's doing that too. Like soft glam is kind of like back in and stuff, but I don't know, I can't help it. I just think it looks really good. Okay, so I will say the eyeshadow, it does not look bad. But that's also probably because I have like lashes on, so the lashes just kind of like take over. Okay, now I'm gonna use my finger, and is that shade? Let me see. Do I like this? I don't know if I love that choice. Do I love it? Let me see. It's not bad. It's more like a kind of taupe shade rather than a champagne. Okay, what do we think? It's not too bad. Like I said, I don't really think you need to run out and buy this right away. But it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, I think once I get the foundation on too, like, you know, this will be a pretty nice soft glam look for tonight. So yeah, I like it. I don't mind it. Okay, so now I'm gonna put on my Fix Plus, and then we are going to move on to the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which I'm really excited to try. So now I'm really excited to try this. I'm going to try the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just got the original. I know they just came out with a matte one and a luminous one, but I just really wanted to try the original because I've never tried it. I've heard good things about it. I heard it's like a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas primer. My tried and true primer has always been the Dr. Brandt Pores No More, along with my MAC Fix Plus, but I have pretty large pores, so I definitely like a good pore filling primer before I put on my foundation. And yeah, I've always enjoyed using the Dr. Brandt Pores No More one, so I thought, why not try something new? We'll see. Fingers crossed it turns out good, because this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer is definitely a lot cheaper than this primer. So if I can find a great pore filling primer that is not that expensive, then that'd be amazing. So it's pink. My Dr. Brandt Pores No More one is kind of like a beige tone, and this one's kind of like a pink tone. So yeah, we'll see. I'm just gonna dip my fingers in, get some of the primer, and just kind of press it into the skin, because that's what I usually do with my other pore filling primer. So let's see. Okay. Is that even like doing anything? Okay, maybe there we go. I don't know, I got a little more. Oh, did I just get too much? There we go. Okay. I feel like my face looks like, let me see. I don't know. Let me not be a harsh critic. I'm just so used to my Dr. Brandt Pores No More. This feels very weird. I don't know. Because it kind of has like a, because the Dr. Brandt Pores No More kind of has like a more beige tint to it, and this kind of has like, I don't know, a white with a pink hue, like a light pink in a way. Okay, I think that might have helped though. Let me see. I don't know. I don't feel as matte. Okay, I think maybe that helped a little bit. We'll see about that. I'm gonna put on my foundation, see how it goes with that, because that's a big test too. I want this primer to make my foundation look good. I'm taking my Juno & Co. sponge, and I'm also taking the BECCA Skin Love foundation that I talked about in my favorites. If you haven't watched my favorites video, go and watch it. I talked about all my favorite products that I was loving in 2019. Okay, wait. Hold the phone. That looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Hold the phone. I think I like judged too quickly. I think I was just kind of intimidated by like the, I don't know, the shade of this, like, you know, or the non-existent shade, I should say, that it has. I think that looks pretty good. This foundation is also really great too. I'm on the fence with how I feel about this. I feel like it looks pretty good, but then when I look up close, I feel like, am I having like weird texture? But I don't know if it's just my skin. I don't know. I'm like, is this doing weird things to my skin? I don't know. I feel like first impressions are really hard though, because it's like, when you're, especially when you're used to something for so long and then trying something different out, it's just kind of like, ugh, I don't know. But let me see. I think it's looking okay. I think it's looking okay. So far, I think it's looking okay. So for concealer, I am going to test out the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is their new concealer. They already have their 16-hour camo concealer, but this one is the hydrating one. I have tried the original 16-hour camo concealer, and I felt like that was way too drying under my eyes. I had trouble blending it out. So once I heard they were coming out with a more hydrating formula, I was pretty excited and definitely wanted to give it a try. So I got the shade Medium Neutral. I like a more like warm yellow kind of undertone concealer, and even though this is medium neutral, it looks pretty yellow to me. And I even watched some videos of some swatches, and yeah, this definitely swatched on the more yellow side. So we will see, but hopefully it is pretty yellow, because that's what I like. I don't like more pink undertones, like a more yellow undertone. Okay, so doe foot applicator, huge one, just like the Tarte Shape Tape and just like their original 16-hour camo concealer. So yeah, let's see. Okay. Put it under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, maybe a little right here to cover a blemish mark. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to take my sponge and blend it out. This definitely is blending a lot easier than the 16-hour camo concealer. I will say that. Like, look at that, blended out so nicely and so smoothly, like wow. Yeah, this is definitely more of a yellow undertone, which I like, so that's very good. I just probably wouldn't have picked the name Medium Neutral for this shade. Pretty nice. I feel like my under eyes look really yellow. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Definitely gives a luminous like sheen. Definitely gives a more luminous finish underneath my eyes. I definitely want to try to put some more over here, see if that helps. Because I feel like I'm not getting the most coverage on this eye, so let me see. Hopefully this builds well too. We'll test that out. But I feel like this eye looks really good. I don't know if maybe I put too much of the poreless putty primer on, but I definitely see like a little dryness like right here on my face. But who knows, maybe that's because I put too much of the primer on, so that could have been my mistake. We'll see. Yeah, as far as the concealer goes, a lot easier to work with than the original 16-hour camo concealer. So now I'm gonna set it because I know this will definitely crease on me and I need to set this ASAP. So I'm just taking my Coty Airspun loose powder and I'm gonna take a brush. There we go. So I'm actually gonna take my Thrive Cosmetics under eye powder. I love the Coty Airspun one, but I do feel like I think it gives a little flashback and I don't want that because I'm going out tonight and I'm gonna take pics. So I think so far I am liking the concealer the most. Now I'm probably gonna speed the video up a little because I don't want to make this too long, and I'll just kind of apply my bronzer and my blush and highlight kind of all sped up, maybe play a little music too, but I'll definitely try to show the products, and also everything will be listed in the description bar below. My Taurus lippy stick broke. I'm sad. Well, luckily I can still use it though. Here's the final makeup look. For the putty eye primer, if you get in really close, my eyelids, they do look dry. And there is some creasing going on, like with this eye. I don't know if it's because I didn't set the eye primer, because I usually do set my eye primers, but I just felt like my eyes would have looked even more dry if I did set it. So I don't know, but I mean, it doesn't look super terrible, like, you know, and I do have hooded eyes, and I mean, you can only really see it if I go like this, but if I'm just looking head on, you can't see it. But overall, I don't think these two products are terrible. I mean, I don't know if I would purchase this again, to be honest. We'll see. Like I said, still gonna test these out. But so far, I don't know if I would purchase this again. I am gonna, you know, use it some more though, try it out with like different eyeshadows. Try setting it too. We'll see. This one, I think it's all right. Same thing with this. All right. The poreless putty primer, I'm still on the fence about it as well, because let me see, I do feel like, I don't know if I've got a little bit of cakiness and dry patches. Yeah, I mean, that could just be me being a little picky, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure just yet. I don't hate it. We'll see how it plays throughout the night. I'll also have to test it out some more, like I said. I do feel like it did cover the pores pretty well though. I think out of all the products I tried, my favorite has definitely got to be the concealer. I really like this so far. I just hope that it keeps looking good. I remember trying out the CoverGirl True Blend concealer and I loved it at first, but then after a while it looked really dry under my eyes. But then again, this is more hydrating. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on some of the new and older e.l.f. products that I tried out today. I hope that you liked this video. I hope it helped out a little. If you did like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. Bye. I wanted to come back on here because when I went to go take selfies on my phone, I had to look at my eyeshadow, and the more I was looking at it, the more it was wearing, it looked terrible. It was so creasy, so just, it was just a mess. It looked like I didn't know how to do makeup, and I do. I know how to do makeup pretty well. And so I decided to take that eyeshadow off, and I just want to say, don't go for that palette. I mean, if you have it and you love it, great, like that's awesome, but I really don't like it now. I mean, before I thought it was okay, but now I don't think it's good at all. So yeah, I probably won't be reaching for that again, and I don't think I can return it because it was free, so it's probably just gonna go in the trash, but that's okay. I didn't spend any money on it, so no harm, no foul. But yeah, I just want to come back on here and say that because that's the honest truth. So yeah, I'm not wearing any eyeshadow right now. I took it all off because I'm going out tonight and I did not want to look like a mess. So yeah, that's all. Okay. Cool. But I think if you like the paint pops, because I remember I tried out the CoverGirl True Blend,